1, 2, 3, 4.
Whoa, who's that? That's a great band. Is that, are they new? They sound new. They got that new sound. Got that 2018 like thing I've been looking for. Fuck, who was that? Man, I'm gonna Shazam that later. Find out who those guys were. Oh, tight. I'm starting to think that this podcast is my midlife crisis. I have no explanation. That's it. That's how we're starting the podcast. Sean's midlife crisis. I liked number 2 with breaking it up throughout the week, because then it becomes like a series of times when I had thoughts, when I had to. Okay, all right, I'm lying. All right, I'm gonna fess up. It's because I'm just really not very creative and lazy, and I hate commitment. And yeah, this is what you're gonna get. Fucking just shut up and listen. Yeah, just eat your vegetables, or you're going to bed. I'll tell you right now, boy, old Daddy Sean, that doesn't work. Don't do that. Don't do the daddy thing. No one likes that. Nobody wants to hear that. On this week's podcast, we are going to be. Okay, there's a new thing I'm doing. I'm going to be doing. It's called Nostalgia Chubby. Here's the theme song. Boop boop ba-doop boop boodly doop. It's the Nostalgia Chubby. Boop boop ba-doop boop boodly doop. There you go. That's it. So what we're gonna do is, oh, and I say we like you're doing anything. Pfft, listening, like that's a skill. Sorry. Getting back on track. I'm gonna put in some of my. I'm gonna include some of my favorite memories from the past, like little snippets of me recording like an idiot into a machine. Oh yeah. Oh, here, full circle for this. Yeah. So I'm thinking that's why it's kind of like my part of my midlife crisis is as a child I used to speak into a tape recorder for hours on end, and now I'm doing it again. And it feels like, I don't know, isn't that what, I'm not really sure what the midlife crisis is. I think it's, let's look it up. I wonder if we can do that. Can we do that on this thing? Let's do a lookup. I don't have Jamie to look things up for me. No, not MILF. Midlife. Oh, look at that. Okay, so it's an emotional crisis of identity. Oh, and self-confidence. Wrong. That can occur in early middle age. All right. Well, I'm not early middle age. I'm fucking ancient. So, I'm late. I guess I'm late middle age. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna be 86 when I die. So half of that would be 43. So that was many years ago, and yeah, I'm if as far as the bell curve goes, I'm on the downward. Pedaling. I'm pedaling a little less these days, just kind of coasting. I guess that bell curve's not no, that wouldn't be a good depiction. I don't know what a good graph would be of my life. Probably just if you were to just like take a board and throw a bunch of spaghetti on it and then piss on it and then stomp it with your feet and then throw it in a tree. That would be a good representation of my timeline on planet Earth. What was I talking about? Right, midlife crisis. Okay, so yeah. I guess I don't know. Emotional crisis, what does that even mean? I'm not really I think we have to look up the word crisis is what we need to do here. Let's do that. Let's just look up crisis, because it doesn't seem like a crisis. Seems like that's a little heavy-handed there, crisis. A time of intense difficulty, trouble, or danger. Well, I wouldn't say it's a time of intense difficulty at all. In fact, the very opposite. Intense trouble? Nope. That gets an intense danger. Nope. So that's a fail. So it's not a crisis. I'm in no crisis whatsoever. And I'm not midlife anymore. So what am I doing? Oh, I get it. I'm just a fucking idiot. Right. What was I thinking? That's right. You weren't thinking. That's the problem. Okay. We've got that out of the way. It's all settled. We're good. We can keep going with this. Have you... this might just be me, but have you ever been taking a dump and then accidentally went into a K-hole and then became your own poop moving through your body? Because I have. That was fun. What else is going on? Hey, Sean, your cough sounds a little... You've been coughing a lot lately when you talk. You should see a doctor. Yeah, probably. Probably should. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. It's nothing. It's not a little blood in the napkin. It's good for you. Builds character. Oh. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. So I'm headed over to Lindsay's house to possibly carve a pumpkin. Because it's Halloween. It's October 31st. It's a holiday I give little to zero fucks about, because it's worn out its welcome. That's what's happened. When I was a kid and I liked candy, I'm not saying I don't like candy now, but when I was a kid and I liked candy, I would, put on a costume and go out with my friends with their, it starts out small. You get a little kind of plastic pumpkin, orange pumpkin thing. And then as you get older, you realize that there's a whole world out there full of chocolate and shit. So you upgrade to pillowcases. And then from there, you find out that firecrackers are illegal in Canada, but they're illegal in the States, in an Indian reserve. And you realize that if you could bring those things over, well, you could make a lot of money. But you probably don't think that there'd be cops watching the border for, in a little town like Aldergrove, but there would be. And you'd be wrong if you thought that. And then you'd get pulled over and you'd have to go down to the border, and they'd be like, hey, leech, the fuck? What are you selling, drugs? Nope, firecrackers. Ah, shit. Well, those are illegal too. Well, we're going to confiscate them and we're going to fine you twice of the limit. No, twice the value of the... So it was like $100 worth of firecrackers. No. It's $100? No, it's $50. $50 worth of firecrackers. So they fined me $100 and I lost the firecrackers. And then they said, don't do that again. So I didn't. And then you shoot, you run through the parks and you shoot bottle rockets at your friends' heads. And one of your friends wears a lot of product in his hair. And his hair catches on fire. And also one of the Roman candles blows up in your hand. And you think you blew your hand off. But it was just the force of the explosion. And it took like 3 seconds before it kicked in, right? And then, whoa. Then you're on the ground crying like a 3-year-old. Then what you do next after that is you start drinking and putting on stupid costumes and hanging out with other couples that do the same thing. Then babies fall out, and then you're dressing up them and you're like, hey, like you should go, and here's a little orange plastic pumpkin. Go over to that stranger's house. They'll give you candy. And then the cycle starts all over again. So now you've come full circle. Now, at this point, what can you do? Your job's done. You've completed the loop. And how do you move forward? Well, the answer is you don't, which is why I don't do Halloween. And you're welcome. Plus, dressing up sucks, man. I mean, I like doing it at Shambhala. I'm sure there's other reasons for that. But, I don't know, like, the costumes are, like, I always feel like the costume's never good enough. Like, I always want to have, you want a costume that people go, fuck, yeah, that's awesome. But it's rarely the case. So you're just some idiot wearing something uncomfortable that you paid money for. I'm not seeing the draw. And don't get me started on the whole pumpkin patch thing. And the rain, because it's like end of October, so it's shit weather. So why would you go walking through a corn maze? Why would you go walking through a corn maze? This is with children of the corn and fucking people hacking shit up and blood and guts and shit. Not me. No, sir. Thank you very much. I'll hard pass on the Halloween is what I say. That's what I say. We're gonna listen to a clip next. I think it's time for the flashback. Oh, I can't call it. No, it's time for the nostalgia Chubby section of the podcast where I play one of my favorite one of the classics. We're gonna play one of the favorites. You'll remember this one, won't you, Sean? It was from 1983. You were 12 years old. Actually, that's a lie. It's a complete fabrication. This is a clip from the, I believe it's June of 1981, taking place inside of the classroom in grade 6. I was 10 years old. Prepare yourself for adorableness.
In the classroom, talking with Dale and Harvey. Dale, say a word.
Want me to say something?
Yeah.
I'll say this. Sean, you've got a big finger.
Woo, that's big. Big words for little. Big words for little. Little words for big kid. Hey, Harvey, I'm gonna talk to you. Say something. Say a word. A word.
She just want to record. She just want to record. Take the cord.
Oh, I see. She didn't want. No. Ooh, bleh. Blood guts. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna go with Valerie. Ooh, nice bride. She's got Valerie Hale's eyes. Mr. Braska's right there. What a game! Oh God, look at Bruzuzzy. Look at Brazier. Slobber. Oh, gross. Deal. No, don't hit me. Salute.
Wow, that made my ovaries ache. Did you hear the innocence? Did you catch it? I caught it. I caught it all. It was simpler times back before the world had ground my tender little heart into a bump and snorted it. All right, so I've been cajoled into handing out candy at Halloween at Lindsay's house. She's not going to speak. You just have to pretend she's here. You have to imagine she's here because she doesn't want anything to do with podcasts. But I'm thinking I want to have a Dr. Jordan B. Peterson Halloween. So when the kids yell trick or treat, throw some JPB truth bombs on them.
Is this like a Facebook live feed? Like, does it just go?
No, it's just an asshole talking into a recording device. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all this is. You know, it's all it ever will be, and all it ever was.
Or do we have children? Macadoodle. Come here, Bob.
So it's 6:11. The kids haven't started showing up yet, which is kind of weird because I haven't handed out candy since. Well, if you were, yeah, you heard the previous part. So I haven't handed out candy for probably 20 years. But yeah, they'd be showing up at like 4 and 5 o'clock, and it's already 10 after 6, and no kids have shown up. I think Halloween is dying.
I think you're dying.
I'm pretty sure I'm dying.
What are you doing, kiddo?
Here's Max. Max is useless in a podcast because he makes no noises. Say hi, Max. Oh, hi. I gave Max a voice. Toby Turner gave his dog a voice.
Actually, Max It's been decided that Max's voice
Is Morty? That makes sense. Oh,
Oh,
trick or
geez,
treaters.
Wendy, I don't know if I can do it.
No, geez.
Hey, guys. Hey, yeah, see, there we go.
Oh, the barking sounds.
Let's give you some of those and some of those.
Okay.
Are you guys just getting started?
Yeah.
Nice. Here you go, bud.
Oh, look at them. They're so adorable.
Boom.
They're so cute.
Oh, I like this one.
Panda. Panda. Big sack.
Hi.
Big sack of crap.
Very nice, Riverdale. Nice. I should be giving her chips. I really like that one.
Chops.
How you doing, bud? Yeah, stop. Hey.
Wow. This is terrifying for them. This is
It's
terrible.
not terrible. They're just. Well, do you remember the first time that you came over in your beard and Waffy just barked at you for like an hour and a half?
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's terrifying.
Well, he's just like, "What are you? You're not a person."
What do you, Yeah, and this is going to happen for 2 hours? Halloween.
They calm down after a little bit. Like once they kind of figure out that people are going to be coming to the house that don't look like people.
Lessons on torturing dogs. Step 1, Halloween.
Yeah. Fireworks and people in masks.
Oh, fireworks, yeah. Cool masks.
Macadoodle. You want to
Ringing doorbells. Just anything to get the old,
Do you want to come on? No.
anything to get the old doggos all aggroed up.
And you know my dog's vicious as fuck. Pomeranians and Shih Tzus, man.
Ugh.
Fucking aggressive.
Look out. Look out. They're worse than them pit bulls. And what's the other ones? Is it pit bulls?
Rottweilers.
Pit bulls and Rottweilers, yeah. You guys are like the antithesis.
I really want that Riverdale cheerleader costume.
It just looks like an ordinary costume or cheerleader costume.
Yeah, but it's a Riverdale. Oh, sorry. Fine.
All right, it's 6:20. It's already,
Oh, God.
we've already given up. We're gonna go through the selection here. I'm gonna
Don't touch this helicopter.
describe them to you. We've got the Maynard's Sour Patch. Everyone loves that. That's a given. Got the Maynard's Fuzzy Peach. I couldn't eat these for years because oh,
Oh, children.
children. What?
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Deadpool. Boring. No chips for you.
Deadpool.
Only the best kids get Pringles.
He gets a beer.
Deadpool? No, that's too common.
No, because he's playing a badass character. You give him a badass treat.
No.
That's how it works.
No, it's
That's
not.
how it works.
Freddy Cougar can have a beer.
We got Maynard's Swedish fish. Not sure what makes them Swedish. Maybe they let too many immigrants into their country. Mars Bar.
This is the most boring podcast
Yeah,
I've ever
it is. I know. I don't know why anyone listens to the podcast.
heard. They don't.
They do. Mostly because something exciting could happen. You never know.
Is that two Deadpools?
Whoa, see?
What?
What? 2 Deadpools? See now? See? And if you didn't listen to the podcast, you wouldn't have found out about this. So. Uh-oh.
Holla! Oh, it's a Spidey. Whoa, look at this guy. I like that. I got it.
Nice. Spider-Man. We gotta
Have fun, guys.
see you later. Remember, with great responsibility comes power or something.
With great
Thwip,
power.
thwip. Whoa. And the kid just exploded. Shit. Did you give him exploding gum?
That sounded very close.
We've got some M&M's, peanut.
They don't.
Lots of people hate peanut.
They don't care.
They do.
They don't care.
They care. What else do we got?
Peanut M&Ms are the best M&Ms.
I know. I like peanuts. I think the peanut is underrated. And they actually portray it on the commercials quite. They portray him as the dumb guy, which I find completely offensive.
It's not true at all.
What? Yeah, in the M&M's commercial, the round guy, the chocolate guy,
You haven't had
he's like a
cable
dick.
in like 15 years. You don't know what happened.
I see M&M commercials, trust me. I know what's going on. I see their little web of deceit that they're weaving. I see the indoctrination. Hashtag Illuminati confirmed.
Oh my god.
We've got Pringles, but apparently we're only giving out Pringles to kids that put some kind of effort into their. So there's a hierarchy she's creating here already.
You want the Pringles, you gotta earn the Pringles.
That's right. I'd make them sing.
You're gonna make them fight to the death.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be good too. But I want to bring back trick or treat the way it used to be, like where you yell trick or treat and it was random. You'd either get a trick or a treat.
That's not how that works at all.
Well, that's how it used to work.
No, that's not.
And then
how
everyone got soft.
No, that's not how that used to work at all.
No, okay. So I'll give you the history of Halloween. Halloween started in the late
You're only wrong.
1800s. It was a guy named Vestibule Barnstein who decided one night that he wanted to give away a bunch of rotten apples, and there were some good apples in there. And he made an announcement in the town hall that he would be giving out his apples for free. And
This
then
is the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
then the ghosts, and that's how Halloween started.
Yeah.
Yep. Look it up.
Hashtag fact.
Fact check that, bitch. But trick or treat, yeah. I think it'd be more exciting if when you went to a house, you didn't know if it was going to be a trick or a treat. Like, I would be way more into Halloween if that was the deal.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, like fucking just throw some sand in your eyes, or
There's been like
like an adult just sucker punches you out from the shadows, just trick or treat, pow, on the ground. That'd be great.
Where are all the children?
And trick or treat and like spiders fall from the ceiling. It'd be awesome.
What was that? Did you ever see that? It's like a fake Food Network Twitter account,
No.
and it's like one of their like tips is like how to spice up any dinner party: throw a handful of brown recluse spiders in a ceiling fan.
Nice. A handful.
It's a whole
Just
handful.
grab it and just
In a place where you can get a handful of brown recluse
get them
spiders.
out of the pantry in your little Tupperware container full of spiders. Check it out.
Spiders.
And don't even get me started on this fucking time change thing. Jesus. Fucking tap dancing, nailed to a sex swing, Christ on a cresket, fucking. There's not enough explicitives that I can utter that would express my disdain for the time change. What is the fucking point? Seriously. I don't fucking get it. It's retarded. I've done a lot of research into this. And, there was a time when I thought it was a farming thing. And I believed it for a while. And then I got older and smarter. And then I realized it's just fucking stupid. It needs to be done away with. I mean, you can Google it yourself. There's a lot of really interesting things. There's actually a lot of really interesting stories that go on with the time change. The whole how it came about, why it's a thing, why it still continues to this day, why some places choose not to do it. It's fascinating. I think ultimately it's just a testimony to humanity and how complex everything that we do is. It's like we take a lot of really, really simple things and make it way too complex because our brains are way too complex. That's the problem. I think it's the underlying problem with humanity, is that the brains are just too big. Is there any juice left in here? That sweet, sweet lime juice. So, do you want to go down the rabbit hole of time change? We could do that. I mean, it is a podcast, and therefore I can do whatever the fuck I want. Oh wait, it's life. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Are you getting the message? Okay, so let's type in time change. We're gonna do this real time. I feel like balancing a cell phone on my knee while recording and typing is tantamount. Is that even a word? Let's look that up. Fuck the time change. What's tantamount to? It's tantamount to if you say that one thing is tantamount to a second more serious thing, you're emphasizing how bad, unacceptable, or uncomfortable. Uncomfortable? I made that word up. It doesn't actually say that. Or unfortunate the first thing is by comparing it to the second. Tantamount. Fun stuff. Okay, well, we did the tantamount. Let's go back to, what were we doing before? What was I complaining about before? I was complaining about the time change. Yeah, that's it. Time change. I say, fuck it. All right. Time change, British Columbia, is what I get when I type in to Google. Let's make it a little spicy. Let's make it time change. What's the word I'm looking for? Time change. Controversies. Oh, there. Everybody likes a controversy. Controversy. There you go. God, why does anybody listen to this podcast? All right. Here we go. We found a website called www.timeanddate.com. The never-ending DST debate. Daylight savings time has been used more than 100 years, but do the pros really outweigh the cons? According to a 2014 33% of Americans, I don't care about Americans. What have they done lately? I can't think of a single thing that they're good for. So why do more than 70 countries in the world still use daylight savings time today? Well, here's the pros. Changing the clocks does not create extra daylight, but it causes the sun to rise and set at a later time by the clock. So, when we spring forward an hour in the spring, we can add an hour of natural daylight to our afternoon schedule. I mean, that would be, I guess, useful in a situation where technology didn't exist, I suppose. Yeah. It's kind of that's like a 1950s pro. Con doesn't save energy. A century ago, this is something I've read about the daylight savings time was when it was first introduced. The idea was to use less energy, so that you were spending more time outside. Blah 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 blah. I don't think that even I don't think that applies anymore. I like and then, okay, so now we're getting into the depths of the fake cons and the fake pros. Like cons like can make people sick. Changing a time, even if it's only 1 hour, disrupts our body clocks and our circadian rhythms. What is it? How do you pronounce that? Circadian, yeah. I mean, okay, all right. I'm not going to be a dick. I get it. My dad, air quotes, suffers from, what's that? SADS, seasonal affective disorder. I don't know. It could be a thing. I refuse to say it's not a thing. I've just never felt it, so I don't understand it. I mean, yeah, it gets shitty and rainy, and it's not enjoyable. So I don't know. That's a whole other podcast. It's lighter earlier, so it's safer. Less car accidents, money. So basically, the only thing we've discovered from this is that it's creates a whole bunch of pros and cons that balance each other out. So what's the point in doing it? Just let it go, man. Just let it go. You get up when it gets light out, go to bed when it gets dark out. That's what you do. That's the circadian the fucking, yeah. Sorry, I'm a little trashed. Anyway, I, for one, will not be unhappy when this stupid daylight savings thing finally ends. And in fact, once I move up to the property, the farm, once I move up to Tegrity Farms, I'm gonna be pro no daylight savings time. Pro no, that's so fucked. It's insane that there has to be a movement to push away something that is stupid. Oh my God. I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. I'm sorry I brought you down this rabbit hole. I'm gonna humbly apologize and beg for forgiveness for making you listen to this shit, because it's stupid. Why? Why is the question? Why do we have to fucking put our clocks back? If I just stopped doing it, what if we all just didn't put our clocks back and said, fuck you, we're not doing this shit? Then it would just stop? Wouldn't that be a thing? I think it would. All right, I found a website. There's people in the United States feel a bit more refreshed on November 4th, the daylight savings times. And probably heard the Ben Franklin. Oh, here we go. Fucking Ben. Yeah, no. Now I get it. Guy was like fucking Ben Franklin. The guy was the ultimate troll. Like, everybody all thinks he's this amazing guy. He's fucking with you. He's fucking with everything. Like, how do you not see this? How do you not see this? Anyway, now that I know fucking Ben Franklin's behind this, is just a long game troll fucking, yeah. He's fucking laughing in his grave. Good old Ben. Fuck. I'm kind of feeling like I need to set up a long game troll now. Who? What would Ben do? WWBD. Shit. Now, fuck. Now I gotta come up with something. It's like, well, I guess I don't. I'm just kidding. I've already. I came up with a killer troll like 15 years ago, and you guys are all still playing into it. It's all right. It's all right. We'll get through this. Everything's going to be okay. No one's actually started picking it apart yet, though. I'm a little disappointed. You know what? Honestly, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. No one started picking apart my troll game. Well, I think eventually you will. Somebody will, thanks to the interwebs. Someone's going to start putting like puzzle pieces together and saying, well, I remember on July 12th, he said this thing. And what? Oh, that was it. Yeah. Yeah. There's little Easter eggs everywhere. I've left them all for you to figure out. Massive fucking game that I'm playing. Because I like playing games. They're fun. God damn it. Why does everything have to be serious? It doesn't. You gotta balance. It's all about balance. You gotta have fun. Fun and games. You gotta be serious sometimes, but you gotta have fun. What's the ultimate fun? A game. What's the ultimate game? You guys will find out. Anyway, back to the fucking time change shit. This is the stuff that I'm into. This is the stuff that fascinates me, the nitpicky shit about daylight savings time. So like in 1895, this dude named George Hudson, he was an entomologist from New Zealand. And he thought that like a 2-hour time shift, so he'd have more after work hours of sunshine to go like hunting. And then this asshole William Willett, which notably was the great-great-grandfather of the frontman for Coldplay. So right off the bat, I'm out. Anything to do with Coldplay, I'm out. He proposed it to England's Parliament to prevent the nation from wasting daylight. And it was championed by Winston Churchill and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Seriously. It was initially rejected by the British government, but William Willett kept fucking arguing it until he died in 1915. In 1916, 2 years into World War II, the German government started brainstorming ways to save energy, and they remembered Willett's idea about moving the clock forward and having more daylight hours and shit. So, yeah, that's how it all started. Fucking idiots making up stupid shit. And then war happened, and they're like, oh, well, maybe this will give... It's bunkum. It's bunkum, Babs. It's bunkum. You know, if I was in control, if I was King Sean of the United States of Shawnicush, I would Sean the Sean. All world. Oh, okay, sorry. I was going down a rabbit hole there. All right, that's about it for this week. That's about all I can tolerate. Fucking talking to you guys. It's hard work. I'm putting in the hours. I'm working the trenches. Anyway, I'm gonna end the podcast from now on with words of wisdom. Here it is. Are you ready? You got your pen and paper, or whatever fucking thing it is that people do today on their phones? That's right. I'm in the loop. Anyway, just remember, in the end, we all die. So fuck it. There you go. There's your words. There's your words of wisdom, just to make you feel good, just to have a great week. Just remember, nothing matters. Hashtag nihilism for the win. And fuck it.